Okay, welcome students. Let's start with the first practical. Uh, this is a course on Python basics, and these are all the practicals that we will be performing for understanding the basics of Python. All right. So, if you want to refer a book, I will suggest a book by Dr. Nageshwara Rao, which you might want to go through. Uh, it's a very good book. That is the same book that I referred to uh, get the concepts of this Python basics. Let's start with the first experiment though. See the way it will work is that uh, each day we'll have a particular experiment. All right. The concepts that it will cover, the aim that we have to establish, the type, it won't matter. Basically, it will always be it will always be a program, so you'll have to perform it every time. After I have explained it to you, you'll have to perform it, and then the expected output. All right. So, what do I mean by that? You will see just in a few minutes. These will not be lengthy videos. I guess the most of it will be 20-minute long. All right. So let's start with the first experiment itself. As we have with all programming languages, there is a hello world program. Okay. Basically printing out a single statement saying hello world, and that is over here. All right. The second one is inside that, the first experiment itself, we take the name as input and display a greeting message. Okay, now this is a standard input. Okay, so we have standard output and standard input. So standard IO, which is called as standard input and output. Okay, so if you have studied, say, Java or C, for example, so you have your scanf and your printf functions. Okay, so input is scanf and output is printf. Similarly, we have something over here. So we'll see what those are. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll take the name of the person. Mine is Ninad. All right, and I'll take my name and I'll print it in between this statement. So hello Ninad, how are you? This is our aim. Okay, so let's start with the first practical itself. Okay, so I'll open up a notepad. Okay, any note editor uh, that you have will do. The first experiment, I want all of you to perform exactly as I do. That is using a normal text editor, not an IDE. Okay, do not use integrated development environments, because they will make your life easier, but you should know how to run your program even without them. So let's start. So to print any statement in Python, it's you basically call the function print. Okay, so this is a function. All right. If you don't know what the difference is between a function and a method, if you have not gone through object-oriented programming before, all right, I'll simply tell you, if there is something dot and then after that there is a function, something like this, then it is an object. Then it is a method. Okay, because it is associated with this object. Okay, this A object. All right. However, since we do not have any object associated with it, it's a function. All right. So if you have an object associated with anything, any function, that is a method. If there is no object, then it is a function. Simple enough. All right. Now inside this print function, we have to give a message. All right. So that will be in double quotes. So it's a string, right? The input that we have to give is a string, so it has to be in either single quotes or double quotes. So here we'll use double quotes, and let's see what that string is. It's hello world. All right, so let's go back and just write it. Okay, hello world, that's it. Okay, for now we'll just save this, save it. All right. Okay, I'm so sorry. I saved it with a text file. I guess I'll have to resave it. I am not very sure how to resave it. Let's make a new file. Okay, Command N. I'll discard this file. Okay, just write print. Sorry, print. It's a function. Inside that function, I have double quotes. Inside that double quotes, all right. Hello world. Okay, so hello world. When I press Control S, it will ask me what do you want to save it as. All right, I don't want it to be a text file. You can see the location. It says it will store it to desktop. All right, so I want you to follow this same procedure as well. Okay, you'll always save your programs to desktop, and then or maybe a folder inside desktop, but the same location will be used again and again. All right, so you don't have to worry about where you have to go to look for your programs. Okay, so my location will be desktop. This one is program1 dot py. So whenever you save a Python program, it always has to have an extension py.py. All right, and I save my program. After I save my program, I simply run the command prompt. Okay, so command prompt in my case is terminal. Okay, so for Windows users, it will be command prompt. For Linux and other users, it will be terminal. All right, so after I have my command prompt over here, all right, I have to look for my file first. So where is my file? So if I press ls, I see these are all the folders or the directories that are available. All right, and I know for a fact that I saved my file inside desktop. Okay, so if I go to my desktop, I'll see this was the first file. I'll just simply delete it, but this is the file program1.py, prog1.py, which I saved to my desktop. All right, so I need to go into my desktop. For Windows users, you'll have to write dir, all right, to view all the directories. I'm not a Windows user, so I'll not use that. I'm using some other system, so it will be ls. So then to go inside desktop, the command will be cd, and then we'll have to write desktop. Okay, cd desktop, that is change directory. And this command is the same for all the users, be it Linux, Windows or Mac users. All right, and now if I list out all the files and folders inside it, I'll see that I have my program1.py. Okay, now after I am at this location, how do I run this particular file? How do I run this particular program? So for that, I need to write this command, which is python, and then prog1.py, because that is the name of my program. All right, so what is expected is a hello world print statement will be our output. Okay, it says command not found. I'm so sorry, I installed python 3. All right, so instead of python, I'll have to write python 3. Okay, so when I write python 3 program1.py, you'll see that I have my hello world.py. Now In case you are wondering how did I install Python, all right, so it's very simple though. You can simply write download Python and just hit enter. Okay, the first link that you see, that is download Python, just click on it. In here you'll find download Python, all right, just click on it. Okay, now if depending on what version you are using, okay, if you're using if you're looking for Python for a different operating system, Python for Windows, Linux, Mac OS, Android, other systems, it will be present over here. You can simply click on it, all right. So if you are using Mac OS, you simply click on it and it will give you the alternatives, okay, whatever you are using, all right. So after having done that, it's basically just uh, the normal way in which you install any software inside your uh, operating systems, be it Linux, Mac, or Windows. All right. So for Windows, it will be just double click, next, next, next. For Linux users, they'll have to follow certain commands, and then for Mac users, it will be you'll have to drag it into the application folder. All right. So after having done that, after having seen this hello world output, let's go on to our next aim, that is to see the output in between the input that we have given. Okay, so we'll take this input as input and print it inside the statement. Okay, so what we want as our next output, all right, I'll just enter one more line over here. It does not make a difference, but it looks nice. Okay, so I want print, and I want, let's see what I want exactly. Hello Ninad, and how are you? Okay, then a question mark. Okay, so I want hello Ninad. I'll just type it as it is for now. How are you? All right, but this part, all right, this part is not the one that we it's not a static part, all right, it has to be dynamic. So for example, if I give some other name, it has to be that name, all right. So we cannot have this over here, we have to replace it with a variable. Okay, so how do we do that? Okay, so to take an input, all right, in Python, to take an input, there's an input function, all right. So as you had the print function, you also have a input function. It's similar to scanf or scanf functions that you have seen in C and Java, all right. So now what do we have? We have enter your name, all right. Now if you remember, in Java or in C, what you had to do was you had to write a print statement over here. Okay, a print function. Inside you would write what was it? The prompt was enter your name, all right. Okay, so this used to be the prompt, and then whatever is the input, that you would save in a variable, all right. Now in our case, we are taking name, so let's say n is equal to, okay. So this used to be the program, all right. And then now, since we have to integrate it in between our print statement, what we have to do is we have to concatenate it, all right. Sorry, so we have to concatenate it. So we just write the plus operator. concatenation operator basically is used to attach different things. Right now, in case of plus, it is a concatenation operator that you can use only for strings. Okay, so if you are concatenating a string type, a variable, with another string, then you can use uh, plus. Otherwise you have to use comma. All right, so let's complete this entirely. Okay, so we have a string over here. Now there is hello, which is a string, and then there is another string which is how are you. All right, and then there is this particular n variable in between. All right, so this one works. All right, if you want we can see this in action. So let's just run it. I can just press the up arrow to run the program again. All right, see, it says how are you, but the prompt, the cursor, it moves to the end of it, to the next line. All right, so if I say Ninad over here and hit enter, so it says hello Ninad, how are you. All right, so I forgot a space in between also. All right, so now let's fix those errors. Okay, so now the first thing, let's fix the simpler things first. We'll add a space in between over here and over here, and then Python has this beauty that if you have to give a prompt, as we gave over here. All right, that is, please enter your name. All right, you don't have to write the prompt separate in a separate print statement. All right, so what you can do is just cut it from here. All right, just cut the entire print statement. You don't need a print statement. Instead, what you do is you write the prompt statement inside the input, okay, function. So inside the input function, it takes the prompt, and whatever is the value that it gets from this input function, it stores it in the variable n, and then it concatenates with the print statement. So let's now see this particular thing in action. I am pressing Ctrl S to save. All right, and let's go back to our command prompt. I press the up arrow, run this program again, and it says hello world, then enter your name. I say Ninad, hit enter, and then it says hello Ninad, how are you. Okay, I did forget a question mark, but that's not a big deal. All right, so now you see how easy it is in Python to run a program for getting an input and to print a statement. All right, next we'll move to the second program. I hope this is a simpler explanation. If you found it very very simple to follow, please do go to the next video. Thank you. One thing I wanted to tell you about in the first practical itself, that is to clear up the dilemma about compiler. Okay, so a lot of people will say that Python is basically an interpreted language, and it does not have a compiler. That, however, is not true. Compiler does exist in Python, and let me just show you very quickly how compiler does exist. All right, so what I've done is I have created this hello world file again. All right, inside a folder called Python, which is on desktop. All right, and there what I want to do is I just simply want to execute this file with a different command. So Python -m dis, and then the name of the file, which is prog1.py. Okay, And that, sorry, again, it was Python 3. So Python 3. All right. So it does see, it displays us what the corresponding compiler commands will be. That is the low level language commands that will be running on the Python virtual machine when you come to this particular point. Okay, so that is what is seen over here. It does not display the file, however. uh, it did display in the beginning. There will be a .pyc file that is displayed. For some reason it is not visible over here. For Windows user, however, Windows users, it will be visible uh, once you type this particular command, right? So that clears up the discussion between if Python has a compiler or not. The proof of which is this code that is generated on the left hand side. So this is the compiler code that runs, and in Windows you can actually see the .pyc file as well. Okay, so with that I'll stop and proceed to the next video.